Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Star Wars Rebellion, where it feels like it's still a long way off to actually finish this game, but at the same time, like, how much left? I only have one objective left, and that is find Vader and catch him. I don't know where he is. He might be in the Sluice sector. He might not. The Sluice sector seems to be the largest stronghold for the Empire left, and after that, all they have is just a random planet here or there in the outskirts. They might have one fleet left. Like, apparently there are 2 fleets coming into Bilbringi. But that's it. So
there is a message from Master Luke.
Now I've got these guys kind of like all of my various bombardments and planetary assaults have made me only slightly unpopular in this sector, but only in this sector. So I'm having all these diplomats kind of run around the planets, clear that up, because otherwise, in every other sector I control in this core area, is full Rebel Alliance support. Except for this sector, where the people on Kirik are kind of unsure as to what I'm all about. But what I plan to do now is first finish building a defense for Bilbringi. See, ooh.
There is a message from maintenance that needs your immediate attention.
Saboteurs and going after Anaji. Saboteurs. That is definitely the correct pronunciation. Saboteurs going after Anaji. So they're still trying, despite their lack of stuffs. But once Bilbringi is supported, I will be moving on. And by supported, I mean it's going to have 2 shield generators and their cannon. Actually, maybe I should wait around on Bilbringi, because I do know that there are 2 fleets heading over. Oh, hello. He just randomly became a Jedi student. Because there's still one more Imperial fleet expected to come in here on day 3189. So I probably could stick around long enough for them to show up just to shoot them down. I mean, it's probably going to take them a little while to build a new ship. Maybe? Alright, and the second fleet comes in, and it's got nothing. Okay, now that that is taken care of, let us move on. Now, I would like to take out a place that has construction yards available, and Sluice Van is that place. So, be 27 days of traveling time. Huh. Now where is Fef? You know, part of me is wondering whether I should send somebody to check out that planet. Like, do I have people who have the ability to spy? Like, let's build, like, 5 Bothan spies real quick, like. And maybe send somebody to spy on these outer planets. Because this is going to take a little bit of time. Alright, now that I've arrived in Sluice Van, there is nobody to defend it. Even their shield generators suck. But let's see how well the bombardment actually goes. So that's 3, 2, 1, 6. Because if I have a foothold in regards to construction, then that makes it easier to kind of take over this territory. And I lost a Liberator cruiser and then some X-Wings? Alright. And accidentally destroyed a construction yard. So let us build a new Liberator cruiser. That is somewhere on this. There we go. Alright. So they did their espionage. Didn't really reveal much. So it is time to assault the planet and take it over. Luckily, I have tons of people on board. And they've got a pretty good amount of construction yards, though not all of them are the advanced construction yards. So I'm going to build... Let's see, there's 11... Oh. And there are mines taking up energy, too. So, let's see. So I can only use 8 energy spots for construction yards. I'm going to get rid of these 2, which means I would be able to put 5 more. Alright, so I tried to send a whole bunch of, like, Bothan spies to espionage, like, random planets, but they're not very good at their jobs. Although I suppose espionage itself is a hard... is a difficult thing to do, especially when you're not a main character and protected by plot armor. But I'm getting a very long list of espionage mission foiled. But it looks like construction is done there, so let us head to Sullust and continue our takeover of that sector. Whatever sector that happens to be the name of, the Sluice. As this is probably going to be their last source of maintenance. Like, they probably don't have that much industry in the outer sectors, if I had to guess. And they do have their fleet there, but unfortunately, it is no contest. Let's see, what do they got here? They have nothing, which is interesting. So let us... we don't really need... Let's save our game in case it crashes, because it did crash yesterday. So let's get rid of these guys, do some obligatory... ooh, they're sending some people over. Let's do some obligatory espionage missions. Hope something crops up somewhere. If not, we'll just take over the planet. Oh. Yep, I did notice they were sending a bunch of fleets my way. Nothing big enough to actually do anything. Like, it looks like there are 3 more fleet. Do they have that many fleets? They've built a lot of ships, I gotta say. If they're on 1,201 fleets.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Oh? So she got Sullust, which there's nothing, and Denab, which there is pretty much nothing. And he got Sullust and Mon Calamari, which, there's General Dala and Griff. And they have old school defenses.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Why did all of these people escape? Did something happen? Did something go wrong?
R2 has a message from one of our field personnel.
Also, I don't know where Yaga Minor is off the top of my head.
Oh dear, R2.
Okay, so they've done their espionage missions. Let us assault the planet. Let's put a few more troops on the board. And what kind, like, it looks like they have just refineries and mines here. There's no defenses. So let's see how we are on refineries and mines now. We have more mines than refineries. So we can get rid of three of these, so we can build defenses. You know, I've got a really bad feeling about this. That I'm going to end up having to take over, like, the entire outskirt planets. And by that point, then I might get lucky and stop Vader. But it's not going to happen until I take over every single sector in the galaxy. I've got a real bad feeling about that. And another battle over Sullust led to a little bit of nothing.
R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
Let's see if they're just kind of bouncing around the Seswana sector.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems.
It looks like I just missed them. Okay, so the Sullust has a military. It has 2 shield generators. Let's see if there's a place that has... Yep. Training facilities are on Ungul. It'll take 13 days to get there. Also, this training facility might be one of the last places where all of their saboteurs, their spies are being created, which might also hold back, stem the flow of their espionage missions, of their enemy missions in general.
R2 says there's a message coming in from a planetary system.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm heading to Ungul.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
And they've got a pretty good size... I suppose it's an okay fleet. It's okay.
Oh dear, R2 has a message.
They destroyed 1 X-Wing. I took them all out.
The planet.
Excellent. Now, let's see what... with all these people, I doubt I'm going to get any espionage missions through. So let's save our game. 3326. And see what happens when I bombard. I lost a Bulwark battlecruiser, which is no good. So I will have Com build a new one. Ah, my maintenance is the number of the beast. And that took out all their entire military. So I'm going to try the whole espionage thing. They have a lot of people heading over to me. So I might stick around for them to send all of their fleets.
There is a message
Ah,
from the president.
the Ravenger. Not the Ravager, not the Revenger, but the Ravenger.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Oh no, they got an X-Wing squadron. And that ruined a whole bunch of espionage missions. But at least I know there are Imperial commandos on Praestlin. Now, one of the risks that I had back in the day was the idea that, and by back in the day I mean last time, the idea that there might be one last Empire fleet just roaming the galaxy, hopping from planet to planet, and that's where Vader is. would definitely be very tiring. Especially since, like, how would you stop him? Because you can't really predict what planet he's going to be on. Let's see. That. So, like, the only way I would figure in regards to taking down a constantly hyperspace jumping Vader is I would have to build those. I keep calling them interdictor cruisers because I don't remember the Rebel Alliance version of them, the Rebel version. But I would have to build those ships and just scatter them all across the galaxy, along with maybe a couple like Mon Cal cruisers or something else to defend them. Because like I won't be able to predict everybody, so I have to make like a little fleet on every single planet, which sounds really long and tiring. Oh, who have they got? A Lancer frigate. No, not a Lancer frigate. I'll never be able to stop that. Because there is a fleet going around blockading... There's, I think, at least 2 fleets of theirs. Running around blockading various... I am growing stronger with the Force. There is a message from Master Luke. So... in theory, there is a fleet kind of like roaming around that I haven't seen because they leave planets as soon as they arrive. R2 has a message from one of our field personnel. Whether Vader is aboard their ships, I cannot say for myself. Like, they hit Raltier, they hit Ondo. Oh, here we go. Damn it. And they're gone already. All right, let's try to catch the next arrival. It's just an interdictor cruiser. That's it. I have another theory in regards to how this is going to end, and that is, I don't find Vader on one of these outskirt planets, but he just happens to be the leader of one of these random ship battles that shows up. So, like, it's just a random Star Destroyer. There's a battle against it, and then it's like, oh, you won. Here's the end. And I don't know, like, that would be a little bit of an anticlimactic battle, because it's like, oh, you just spent the entire time, like, roaming the galaxy. You still didn't really take out all of the Imperial planets, though you got pretty darn close. And then it's over, which I would be okay with, because, like, the more I play, the more I realize why I've never actually finished the game. Because it gets to be a very, very slow game. Alright, so I've got my Bulwark battlecruiser reinstalled. We will claim Denab back after long last. Oh. Luke decided, hey, I'm just gonna stop doing my mission just to tell you that I've grown with the Force. So yeah, I'm gonna send my ships over to Denab. Smuggling losses have come to an end on Sullust. And I will get Denab back. At long last. I ignored it for so long. Oh, and all they have is John Core 2s. So all I need to do is target facilities, and they've converted back to my side. I didn't even have to do anything. Fantastic. Alright, so Denab is now fully capable of defending itself. Let us head over to Mon Calamari. Or should I go for Priceland first? They don't seem to have any defense, so let's go take them out. It'll be 5 days. It'll be great. It'll be just a quick hop on over from one planet to another. Everything will be A-okay. Also, looks like Denab is done, which is good. Although I might have to fix some of these, some of the diplomacy towards the end. Once this sector is all under my control. So yeah, they've just got one John Core 1. So I can just... And it's gone. And they're only Imperial Regiment. Yeah, I think I will worry about, like, my Assault of Praestlin. It like knocked off a little bit of support from Denab and Sluis's Van. So I'm going to worry about topping off these planets once this sector is done, because once this sector is done, there's nothing that will affect the sector. Nothing I do outside of this sector will affect it. And now that this planet, of whom I cannot pronounce their name, is fully defended, let us move over to Bipfash. I gotta say, like, at the very least, the UI is good enough that, like, I don't have to just do right-click, move, target. Like, I could literally just drag and drop all over the place. So, it could have been worse. Like, it's a very static interface, but it's a functional interface. And there are plenty of games that suffer from some very unfunctional interfaces. Also, so they've got nothing going on. So I'll shoot them down, and then do my obligatory espionage missions, and hope for the best. I don't know if they'll give me information about anybody outside this in the outskirts of the galaxy. At the very least, there's no Imperial fleet heading into my position, because I think that's what's screwing up a lot of those other espionage missions, is there's always an Imperial fleet moving in. And that when they show up, like, suddenly everything goes nuts. R2 says one of our agents is reporting in. Okay, espionage mission's done. They only gave me information about the local systems. I'm afraid R2 has some bad news about support for the Alliance. Bipfash will do no such thing. But I will have to take out a little bit of their industry in order to build stuff. Okay, for some reason I know that there is a giant fleet heading over to this planet on 3498. If I return, that'll be the same amount of time. So let us hop there, meet that fleet in battle, destroy it, head back to Bipfash. It'll be great.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
And I lost 2 X-Wing squadrons. They lost everything. Okay. Let us move them back. Because I already knew that,
There is a message from one of our units indicating it has arrived at its destination.
oh, you don't have to do anything anymore, Leia. Your work here is done.
You know what you're doing.
I knew they were over at Bothwai at the very least. so I figure it out. That was going to be my next destination anyway.
That a manufacturing message has been received.
But now that
R2 has
they're
a
gone, I don't have to worry.
message
Well,
from
I'm still going to go after
indicating
Bothwai next.
that the Empire
Okay. So now that
indicates that a manufacturing
Vipfosh
message has
is
been received.
protected, let us move on to Bothwai. However long that takes. Probably only a few days. Alright, there's a battle at Bothwai. They got Empire, Destiny, and Strike Cruiser 8. I've got a bunch of people. I lost 2 X-Wing squadrons, and they were defeated. On here, they have no defenses, but they've got a lot of construction, so I'm going to take it and use it as my own. It will be grand. Although I'm going to have to destroy a few of these mines. Like, the way that the game works is, like, you have to have, like, an even amount of mines to refineries. Because, like, if I destroy a refinery right now, I will lose maintenance. If I destroy a mine right now, I will not. Because I have more mines than I do refineries. So, I'm going to destroy 3 mines. And then I could use that to build defenses. And
Message from Master Luke.
1 space battle down.
There is a message from one of
1
the
more
droids
to
indicating
go.
it has arrived at its destination.
Actually, no. 2 more space battles. I'm mistaken. Although I wonder if I'm still going to be around by the... Emperor Palpatine escaped.
We're doomed.
Ah,
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
okay. This could be problematic. He'll be there on day 3533. It'll take 4 days to get there. That's fine. I'll worry about the... Alright. We're doing it. I don't remember the last time I saved, so... Let's hope for the best. So, let's see. Do they have anybody to defend them? No, they do not. Planetary Bombardment. And it looks like I might have to investigate the planet first. Just to make sure he's still on there. And then capture him again. I'm surprised I was able to hold on to him for that long. But with any luck, I will be able to get the Emperor
There's a
back.
message from Princess Leia. R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Luckily, his combat rating isn't that particularly high. But I will be sending replacement...
A message from one of our field personnel.
Alright, so they did not get him.
Manufacturing message has been
Try
received.
again.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Because I'm not leaving him in the system.
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire...
And it's nicely defended,
planet.
which is good. They showed up too late.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Okay, so let's send Lando and all of these people for the purposes of abduction. And they got him.
This is certainly good news. R2 has a message from one of our field personnel. R2 R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Alright. Everything is A-okay.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Alright, so now that Kothless is defended,
R2 indicates that
let
the
us go
Vader
after
message has been received.
Orto. Ah, and they have TIE defenders defending their planet. And I lost an X-Wing squadron. I also noticed that they have just an ion cannon defending their planet, which is fine because then I can just bombard their military facilities, destroy all that, and then assault.
I'm afraid R2 has some bad news about the message from the President.
Alright, now that Orto is fully defended, one last stop for the Sluis sector, and that is Mon Calamari, the namesake of the cruiser. And the fight against a random group of ships will be easily won.
There is a message from Princess Leia.
Except for the one X-Wing squadron. Maybe
R2
I should restore these
has been received.
the fleet first before moving it around. Let's see. They've got really, really poor defenses, and I would be very surprised if they actually destroy any of my ships with the regular LNR. They destroyed a Nebulon B frigate. Always the Nebulon B. Can't trust the Nebulon B series.
R2 says one of our
Okay,
agents
so now that Mon Calamari is the last system,
Oh dear, R2 has a message from one of our planetary systems indicating that the Empire is blockading the planet.
oh. Apparently they tried to move Grammel, but he got captured on his way out.
R2 has a message from one of our
And Dala got captured on her way out.
There is a message from the President.
Which only leaves Griff.
R2 indicates that
Do they
another
care enough
urgent
about
message has
Griff
been
to
received.
try to get him off the planet? Let's toss on, yeah. They were too slow. Okay, let's just assault the planet.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
And now the Sluis sector is entirely under my control. Vader is not under my control. I have no idea where Vader is. He is likely somewhere in the outskirts of this galaxy where I could not say. But this is, I suppose, where a slow game gets slower. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.